One of the truly wonderful things in the Piano Safari method are the rote pieces. These are pieces that we teach basically from memory or by pattern, rather than having students read them. Gone are the days when we had to read absolutely everything, because when we try to read absolutely everything, we end up restricting students to the center of the piano. They're stuck here, they can't play stuff out on the edges, they can't focus on their technique because they're too busy reading complicated stuff, and it's just not as beneficial as when we mix the two things in the beginning. I love this about the Piano Safari method, and it is really, really wonderful. So it means, because we have these pattern pieces, we can introduce students to the full range of the keyboard, starting here and ending here, okay? We can have them focus on technique in these pattern pieces because they're not looking up at the page. They can be more aware of their movements, and really importantly, they can play stuff that sounds amazing right from the very beginning. There's no more C, 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 C in the beginning. We don't have to suffer through that. We've got these amazing pieces that are so rich and so interesting to listen to, and I know that it'll improve your practice at home with your child as well. But you might be confused of how to help them with these. If you did study music, you might think this is a crazy idea, and it might feel very strange to you to have your child learn pieces that they can't read. If you didn't study music, you might be a bit intimidated by this, and children generally do need a bit more help with these than with other pieces, with reading pieces. So I want to talk you through and help you to help your child with their Piano Safari rote pieces so that they can be really successful and sound incredible, which is what we want. One really important aspect of the rote pieces is that your child listens to them at home. So in the front of your Piano Safari book, you're going to find right here a code and a link to download those tracks. It is so important that you do that, and it's one of those things that we piano teachers can have a bit of trouble getting parents to do. So if you're watching this video, you're obviously someone that's dedicated to helping their child practice, and I hope that you will go download those and listen to them regularly. Some of the parents in my studio like to put them on in the car, which is a great way to do it, so they're just absorbing them all the time. You can also listen to them as part of practice, and I highly encourage that to be considered part of your child's practice each day that they're doing, so that they're listening to their piece before they play it. After they've listened to their music, they're going to play it, right? And they may not remember it fully. Often all they need is a little bit of a jog to their memory to figure it out. So we're going to look at a couple of pieces, and I'm going to show you how you could help your child with those pieces. First one is Charlie Chipmunk. This is at the very start of Piano Safari, and up the top of the page you're going to see that it shows them where to start on the piano. There's a picture, so they can use that to figure out where to begin. I won't play the whole of Charlie Chipmunk because you have those listening tracks, and you also have reminder videos from Catherine and Julie, the creators of Piano Safari, on YouTube. So if you're ever completely stuck on a piece, I'd highly encourage you to just go to YouTube, search for Piano Safari, and then put in the name of the piece, and it'll pop up the reminder video. And that way they don't have to go and wait between lessons to get their teacher to help them with it next week. Of course, if they're still stuck, your teacher will be happy to help you the following week. Now, I don't encourage you to look at the reminder video first. It really is important that they try to remember it and that they listen to it, listen to the track over and over, and try to get it in their ear. But that is one backup option that you have available, which is fantastic. So that's Charlie Chipmunk. Let's look quickly at another one, Rainforest Mystery. Now this is all the way towards the end of the book. Okay, this one, you can see where it starts again at the top of the page. It starts here and here. So it's got a left and a right hand this time. The other thing you might like to point out to your student and reference the page for is the dynamics, because they'll likely know these dynamic letters. Those are the little letters in the center of the staff. It says things like MP, MF. Those are telling us how loud and how soft to play. So that's a great way to get your child to think about the dynamics in their piece and to look at them and understand the notation, even though they're not reading the music itself. I hope that helps give you an idea how to get your child going with rote pieces and how to help them with it at home. I highly encourage you to consider them an important part of your child's piano homework, of their practice, and to help them through them and listen to them. That is so vital that you listen. And while you're listening, don't consider it a chore, because it's not. It's fantastic music. So chat to your child about the sounds that they're hearing. What's the story behind the music? What are they hearing? Loud sounds or soft sounds? High sounds or low sounds? All of these are some of the rich benefits that they can get out of learning these types of pieces. Best of luck, and if you have any questions at all, just let me know in the comments below.